The egg lady, Eileen Tokita, has been a regular on our show every time in Easter, and it's always a pleasure to see you because I'm always amazed every time I see you. By you.
Great to see you too.
And your eggs too.
Thanks, Manolo.
All right, so you're giving lessons on making, this is what you'll be teaching everyone how to make one of these.
This Saturday at Kahala Mall, it's called the Resource Center, from 10 to 4, I'll be teaching that jewel box.
Can they do this in one day?
I'm going to do a few things to help the process along. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do for them.
Okay. This is amazing. I mean, to be able to do one of these. Okay, go ahead.
This is what we start with. It's a goose egg. And every egg has to be drawn to some extent before I cut it. The drill is over there. I want to teach you a little trick that I think is just invaluable for even those of you who are going to blow out eggs for Easter. Don't you always wonder how to find the true top and bottom of the egg? This little trick is worth watching this program at this ungodly hour.
Is that your DVR?
Okay, so you hold the egg upright and just run it across the egg, and that is the true top of the egg.
If you run it on carbon paper on a flat surface?
Yes,
okay.
Has to be a flat surface, and it would help if the egg's not held like this. You must hold the egg upright.
And it's important to know the true top and the true bottom when you're blowing the egg, the stuff out of the egg.
Because that's where you should take the egg out. And then plus, every design is built upon one horizontal line which divides the egg in half.
Okay.
See, all the other designs build on that.
Okay, so that's one step right
really
there,
a good
okay,
trip.
for making this or for just making Easter eggs in general.
Yeah.
But let's show some of your collection here, because every time we see you, you're doing something new, okay, even though I don't know how you come up with them. You want to talk about these guys over here?
Yes, this is a new process. I've been collaborating with a guy named Roy who lives in Taiwan. He has a sandblaster. And how this is achieved is we put decals onto the eggshell where all of the flowers, if you can see the design, anything that is raised has a decal on it. Then sometimes we cut the egg open and we paint the inside of the egg with epoxy, which has been done in this case, because you see how it looks translucent? That's not eggshell anymore, that's epoxy. Okay. So the entire egg is put into the sandblaster. Everything is blasted away.
How does the eggs withstand that? I mean...
Well, the epoxy helps.
Okay.
And so the only thing that's left are those pretty flowers, which were hidden under the decals. Same process on this one, okay. Except I chose to cut out the little spaces between the decals. This even has a decal on it.
Unbelievable.
And I mean, it's a real fun, beautiful, I mean, you can just get such exciting designs. And you got to open that because everybody likes that egg. Oh, there's tricks to that egg because when the egg is whole, you put the hinges on when the egg is still whole, and then you proceed to cut the eggshell away. So every petal gets cut after all the hinges are glued on. So there's secrets.
So Saturday at Kahala Mall, how do they sign up for that?
They should call Bella Beads or call me. Okay. Can we give my number?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it's 728-9477.
728-9477, or call Bella Beads, and they'll refer you. Because you also give lessons here at Bella Beads regularly.
This is my new home.
This is your home.
This is my new home.
Lady's home.
This is my second home.
All right. Back with more news after the break. Okay, back here with Eileen Tokita, the egg lady, and here at Bella Beads, where she does a lot of her classes here. Okay, let's show everyone that you're going to be making, you're going to be teaching everyone how to make one of these at Kahala Mall this Saturday, though.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's show another step on how to do this.
Here's another little trick.
Okay.
We're going to weight the egg because if you didn't weight the egg, every time you open this, it would fall backwards.
Ah.
Because it's got so many little things on the top. It
Okay.
needs its center of gravity. So I'm pouring in 5-minute epoxy And it's important that you select 5-minute epoxy.
Okay.
It has to be equal amounts. Manolo, I'm going to let you stir this.
5-minute epoxy.
So
Okay.
what that means is you get 1 minute to stir it.
Stir it with a toothpick?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you get 5 minutes before it turns rock hard.
Oh, okay.
So the
Do
1
I need
minute.
to hurry then?
No, but you need to really give it
Okay.
1 minute.
So why is it, are they both 5-minute epoxies? Is it-
Yes, one
okay.
is a hardener and one
Oh,
is a
okay.
resin.
Okay, so
So they must work in action
they need to be together.
and they have to have equal amounts.
So this egg would not work unless I do this right, basically, I mean.
Well, you'd have an egg that would seem like it had seen its better days because
Okay.
it would keep falling backwards.
Okay. Has it been a minute yet?
You got that second hand. Oh, I guess I
think
have
it's
a
close
second
to a
hand.
minute.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
that's good enough.
Okay, so.
And then what
split
do you put
down.
in? Oh my God, I almost lost it.
Okay, so this is buckshot.
Okay.
So when I went into Young Guns, they looked at me like, lady, I think you found the wrong place.
You're getting a lot of buckshot here, lady. What's going on?
No, seriously, they didn't want to wait on me because they thought that I got lost. But then when I told
But the
them,
buckshot is for weight, right? It's
Yeah.
not like,
I said I need a bag of buckshot.
can't you use like rice or something?
No, it's not heavy enough. This is heavy.
Okay.
So for the
need some
amount
serious
of,
weight.
yes.
Okay.
But you see?
Okay.
And then what's interesting is
That's what.
if you mixed it correctly, this will become so hot that you won't be able to hold it.
Really?
Yes, because the resin, the A and the B are doing their action.
Okay.
So they are becoming, they're setting up in essence.
So that's what they will learn. One of the things they will learn on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go through some of your collection a little bit more here, because it's actually always fun just to see them. You want to talk about the green ones over here?
Well, this is for my friend Yvonne. She has been such a great help to me. She loves green eggs. These are all painted with green enamel. A couple of them I used the Tester's airplane enamel. This is actually painted with car paint. So if you were to go out into the sun, you could see the sparkles in this. But this one is a copy of the Fabergé pine cone egg. And it traditionally, see, you can't tell it that it opens. It traditionally had an elephant in it. And of course, these rhinestones, which I use Swarovski crystal, were actually with real diamonds. So the real one, I think it sold for 1.2 million. So that's our version of.
Green eggs is in green eggs and ham. Is that what this has to do with? Or?
Don't I wish, but. But these are really, this is
Beautiful.
the
That's
Wizard
the
of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz in there?
Yeah. And I have to show you this egg that I've been talking about for 25 years. It's an ostrich egg.
It's a football. That's what it is, Eileen. Look at this thing. It's huge. So where do you get ostrich eggs from, by the way?
There are many farmers on the mainland who are trying to raise ostriches. And when the egg is infertile, they can candle them and see if there's an embryo forming. Then they will sell the shell to me. And so I buy them blown and disinfected. So we put in a couple of shelves, and all of these little tiny eggs are parakeet, finch, cockatiel.
This is a bit more complicated than Saturday's lesson, I take it.
Yes. Doing these tiny eggs are harder than
Even
this
harder
big egg.
than the big one.
Yeah, the big one was easy.
Call Bella Beads for as far as either lessons here or Saturday's lesson. And, well, you know, if you can make one of these, I think you can impress a lot of friends. Back with more news after the break. You too can learn how to make an egg like this, okay? Eileen Tokita, the egg lady, is teaching this class on Saturday at Kahala Mall. And if you want to go join the class, just call Bella Beads. That's probably the best way to do it.
We're actually going to line it with satin. And just to let you know, I'm not going to make you use a needle and thread. I've got another great little trick about lining these eggs, and it's done totally with glue.
Okay.
And we're probably not going to have time, but
Well, I want you to talk. Go ahead and keep doing that, but talk about the other things you're doing here, because you're here at the Bella Beads regularly. You do a bling class also,
Yeah.
in addition to the Easter eggs.
every Friday I come here to teach bling, and then this is what we affectionately call bling.
This is definitely bling.
Anything with Swarovski crystals on it, we call it bling. And
This
you
is a
can
purse
put
here?
Swarovski crystals on anything. Yes, it's a purse. The Necco is a purse.
This is a purse too.
These are all mirrored compacts.
Okay.
We have so many classes that we offer at Bella Beads, but it's difficult to get a group of 6 or more together. So now we've started a program where you just find one other friend, find something that you like, preferably out of the class selection, and then we will schedule a class for your convenience. For those of you who always ask, what does the egg do? Well, this one does something.
They do a lot of things along with
This one does something. But the big egg up here, I think is interesting because this is a technique called paper toll. And you put the first print on the egg, it'll be flat. You cut the egg out, and then you add layers and layers of multiple pieces of paper, which gives that dimension. So there's just a lot of things you can do.
The remarkable egg lady, but Saturday, of course, you can learn how to make this. This is pretty incredible right here. And call Bella Beads, or you can take bling lessons.